So we're going to take a look here at the Twine Admissions tool, and we're going to start with the experience of a parent that is wanting to register their child for into your school. So here we are on a website, and we're going to go to the Apply button here, the Apply link. And what happens, usually sites will have a link out to the application system. So at this point, we're looking at the Twine Academy application. And the first step for a parent, right, is we do want them to identify themselves. We want to make sure that folks are legitimate. So the very first thing they're going to do is they're going to register themselves for an account. We use that email address as their unique identifier. In the interest of time, I've gone ahead and set this up already ahead of time. But typically I'd put in, my email address, right, at Choose Twine, etc. And when I fill out this information and click Sign Up, the system sends an email to verify that this is a valid address. They click a link to activate the account, and at that point they can sign in. So I'm going to sign in here on an account that I have already configured. And when I sign in, of course, it brings me right into the application. So I can see I'm applying for the 2020-21 fall term here. They've got some information letting me know what to expect. I'll say, yep, I agree to this. And then it just steps me through the information that I need. It's pretty straightforward. So the very first thing it's asking for is, who is the student? So we'll go ahead and Jefferson Falcon. That would be my dog. And we'll go ahead and put in whatever 2000, whatever 15-05-15, whatever it might be. What grade is he coming into? And then all the rest of this, telephone number, etc. Right, so it can come through, and again, it just kind of depends on what each school wants to prompt me for, right? What are they interested in? In this case, they gave me a selection here. Is my student willing to work hard? Sure. And then we'll go on to next. And each of these sections, you can choose which sections are turned on and off, right? So do we want to include allergy information, right? Do we want to contacts? This is important. So we assume that the parent who registered is probably one of the contacts, and we can fill out some additional information and prompt them for that. And if we have additional contacts, we can add mom to this list. We can add grandparents and guardians and whoever else we need to. Again, we'll go to next here, previous school. So if you want to collect information on what school were they coming from and how long have they been there, all that's available. And then finally, we recognize that in a lot of cases, we might need some additional documents. So in this case, they're asking for a transcript and a letter of reference. So I'm going to come here and I'm going to send those files here. We'll attach those. And now my application is good to go. So I'm going to go ahead and submit this. And at this point, we're done. So I've registered, you can see actually I've registered a whole bunch of folks. So I've got a way as a parent of going back and looking at those prior registrations and seeing the status, but just trying to make it really simple and easy. So there it is from a student standpoint.